Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you're doing well. Hope you've been doing well since the last time I saw you. Now, before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. This is insane. You know, it's something I've always wanted, but it's like not something I really thought would actually come into reality, if that makes sense. So thank you so much. It doesn't feel real. Like, I know 1,000 subscribers isn't that much. Well, 1,000 subscribers, this means we get to apply for YouTube partnership. And so I have applied for YouTube partnership. So for today's VOD review, we're gonna be checking out Shibuya Hal. I don't know why I struggle to say that name. I've actually reshot that like 3 times because I've struggled to say his name. We're just gonna go with Hal because, you know, I'm used to saying the word Hal. Like, there's already a Hal in the Western Apex community. So a lot of you guys recommended me to watch this man, and a lot of you guys said he was Predator, and so I have seen on his thumbnail for his archive, his VOD, right? I just want to say that this automatically makes him better than me. Okay, he's a better player than me. So I'm excited to do these, and I'm just excited. I like doing these in general because it's fun to help you guys learn, but I also learn at the same time. Like, these are helping me become a better player just like you. Okay, so we're in this together, and reviewing players who are better than me, right? This means I get to learn more. This means I get to become a better player. So this is something I'm excited to do. You know, I get excited to learn, get excited to become a better player, just like the rest of you guys, because that's why you're clicking on this video, right? And because you want to see me react. From what it looks like, this guy is an amazing player. Okay, this guy looks insane. So let's just get into it. And yeah, thank you so much again for 1,000 subscribers. So my stream schedule has changed, but I stream on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday now. Only 3 times a week now because of school and because this YouTube channel has been blowing up, so I want to dedicate more time to it. And yeah, each of those days, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at noon Central Standard Time. So hopefully some of you guys want to come check this out because I do plan on doing some of these live soon. And so yeah. Oh, and really quick, I just want to say shout out to my artist Chains for making the thumbnail, dude. He did an amazing job and I freaking love it. So if you guys want to commission him for any of your graphic design artwork needs, you know, just hit him up. His Twitter and Twitch will be linked in the description down below. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you at the end. Bye. All right, so we're here. I didn't really have a place to put my camera on the right side, so I just flipped it and put it on the left side. So I hope you're cool with that. If not, I don't know what to tell you. It's what's gonna happen. There's not really much room for me to put it right here without covering the the map, unfortunately. So, or is the map on the left side? No, map's on the left side. What is over here again? Oh yeah, it's the rank thing and the kill feed and stuff like that. Yeah, his thing was pretty far north, you know, so I had to like move it over. So it looks like he's landing north. My mouse out of the way. Where you going? Where you going? Oh, he's not the jump master. Survey? Epicenter? Alright, so we got a team going survey. Got a team going refinery, as we just saw when he looked up. Always pay attention. Always look to see where your enemies are landing. Fat loot, fat Spitfire. Yes. Spitfire is probably the worst heavy weapon at the moment. Heavy weapons ranked. Hemlock, Wingman, Flatline. Honestly, you know, I'm gonna put Flatline above Wingman. Hemlock, Flatline, Wingman, Spitfire. Is there another heavy weapon? I don't think so. Rip the longbow. When longbow used to be a heavy weapon. Only OGs remember. So we know where 2 teams are already. It's very possible that survey team can come over here or refinery team can go over here. So yeah, they're gonna go refinery. They're gonna go survey. What are they doing? Wait, is this game in English? Did I hear that right? Did she just say? Interesting. I vibe with it. I'm down. I'm telling. The thing about male VTubers, right, is their voices are just so like soothing. You know, it's just like, please read a bedtime story to me. It's like it wasn't a request. It's a demand. Do it. How can you enforce it? I can't. Shut up. I know I can't. Leave me alone. Stop yelling at me. I'm trying. There's a fighting on the hill, maybe? Based off of those gunshots? Interesting. Okay, so you hear that fight, right? You're thinking, okay, what 2 teams are fighting? What 2 teams would even be there this early in the game? So I'm kind of confused at like why this hill so early in the game. Maybe is that refinery team? They just came all the way over. Is that like capital team who decided to? I don't know. I think it's refinery team, or at least one of the teams are. But it's really weird that there's a fight up here. Interesting.
いや、2はあんな嘘でしょ、この武器。アイアンサイトの方がマシだわ、これ。
Yeah, I just like.
この距離はさすがに。
Beaming, beaming. So like a team to the right and a team over here. I'll turn it up a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't test the volume. I'm like eyeing it right now, and I hope I got it. Nice kill, nice kill. So they push it in. I don't think these two teams finished fighting yet. Yeah, they were bullying the fight pretty well. Gotta finish. Covering like this, covering your team like this is a good idea because, well, first of all, we don't know where that other team is. Although I think they pulled off this way, like behind him, like up here. But they're in case another team comes up from like this way or this section of fragment, right? He's able to cover them. I'm pretty sure there's not a full 3-stack in that building because looks like there was some fighting and there was some knocks. Oh look, yeah, knock right there. And so it's safe to say that this is at least going to be a 2v2 at the very minimum. So they're kind of safe to move in there by themselves, and he can cover them from here to avoid them getting run up on. Telling you, dude, Gibby with that Mastiff. Gibby with that Mastiff hits, bro. You're playing Gibby, you get good with the Mastiff or you get off Gibby. I didn't make the rules. That's just the rules made me, you know what I'm saying? Team back here. Knock the Gib. Rest in peace. Finished. Another Gibby? Yeah, so many. See, look, that's exactly why he was up there. That's the exact reason he was there in the first place, to prevent that from happening. If his teammates are still in that building, right? He provided them enough time. See how that Gibby, did he back off? Yeah. See how he backs off, right? If they're his team, if Hal's team was still in the building, they would be able to get out because of the pressure that he applied from the height advantage he has here. So now they've freed him to get back and reset. So how he pushed those guys, right? He pushed those guys. This means they go back off and they start healing. So now he has time to go loot this body, which I'm assuming he's doing. This box, yeah. He's pressured them enough to where he doesn't really have to worry about them. And look where his teammates. His teammates are staring straight at them, right? So he doesn't have to worry too much about them coming up. So it's pretty much safe. Safe to loot. Hemi OP, okay? An armless baby can kill somebody with a Hemi. It's that good. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Need to recharge my shields.
Still in there? It's not worth pushing. There's almost guaranteed another team in capital or fragment or whatever. Plus, they're gonna be giving up their height advantage that they have. If these guys in the building were to push up, then you roll them. Then you heck them up. But I don't think they are. This is Pred lobby, so they're probably decent players, more or less. At least high enough players where high enough skill where they know not to take that fight, not to push up. HCOG on a shotgun. Interesting. Personal preference, but I could not. But like I said, this man's a better player than me. Yo, what's up, dude? You okay? Oh, he's smiling. Why did he look sad? Why does he just kind of look sad like all the time? Is that just his character? All right, now they're coming back to Epi Craft. Very plugged. You might as well. So we don't really know what happened to that refinery team. We don't know where they went. I don't really know why. Fat crab. Fat crab. Give that crab to that Gibby Pathfinder. I guess he dibs it, right? Pathfinder could take height and use that crab effectively. Yeah, give it to Pathfinder. You're right. Never mind. You guys remember what I said about giving the G7 to Gibby? Remember that from last video? He can just poke for free and get free armor. While the only damage he has to take is from his gun shield. I love their voices.
それね、開いてん
あれ
だ。
Well, yeah, where's that refinery team, bro? Where did they go? They just like disappeared. They see, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. That refinery team literally just disappeared into the shadow realm, and we have no idea where they are.
北側それそうだな。北行ってくるわ
Where did they go? They go Outlook?
I need it.
Overlooked? Is that what it's called? No, no.
あ、いるいるいる。
I'm a criminology major. What does it have to do with anything?
あるある。
That's just what I say when I don't know or I'm uneducated about something.
やばいる
I just studied criminology.
100倍マシになった
I don't know anything about graphic design. I'm just a criminology major.
どこにいる
このここ。
Is that refinery team? Bro, this is a refinery team. This gotta be a refinery team.
何を打ってる
ヒント。
指
ジブとレイス、どっちも持ってる。
Looks like Gibby and Wraith are both there. Razor's portal.
自分じゃねえレースがあり
Gibby domed.
抜いた
Man, stay in your bubble, bro.
こたつバーススターくらい152
Oh,
レ
he
ー
hit her. He hit her. You're nutty. You're nutty, bro.
スバーススターくらい
えあ、リンガ死んだ
He died or did he quit? Wait, I think he just quit, or at least he got shot at or something like that. I can't read this, so I don't know like what happened. Did he quit,
Next ring's
or
full.
did they finish
秒
him?
で終わった。
All right, let's go back and look at that real fast. Gibby domed here, right? Wraith's portaling, you can see her right there. Gibby could have successfully taken the port if he had just stayed in his bubble and didn't peek outside, which he just got absolutely lasered by Hal. Freaking God, Hal's a god tier level player. I'm gonna say right now, just based off of just him and just based off what I've seen so far, I can retell this man is just so much better than me. He's just so much better. That's what happens when you play a lot, though. Is you just become a god. You just become a god of video games. It's just what happens. I like this hairpin. Very fashion. Very cool. Very puggers. So if Gibby had taken this portal instead of getting absolutely lasered, oh, Okana didn't even laser him. It was somebody else. Oh, we got Krabered. Oh, a tragedy. I didn't even see that. Wait, did this Gibby get
じゃ
Krabered?
ねえレースがありって言ってる
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, he got Krabered. Rip.
これ
こたつバーススター
So if Gibby had taken the portal and not peeked his dome, he could have gone all the way back there with Wraith and turned this into a 2v3. But since he peeked the dome, he actually turned both of these fights into two 1v3s, more or less. If Wraith hadn't gotten knocked by the Kraber, it would have been a 2v3, which is infinitely better. 2v3 is infinitely better than two separate 1v3s, okay? Could have put themselves in a better situation. I'm not saying they would have won or survived, but it would have increased their chances. Oh, that was just a direct hit and then she died in the storm.
バーススター
Maybe?
くらい
えあ、リンガ死んだ
Or she left. I have no idea what happened. I have no idea.
あ、リンガ死んだ
Because he hit her, but he didn't knock her. All right, let's go back real fast.
じゃねえレース
Because
があり
something is occurring to me. I'm trying to think about why Gibby would peek this bubble. Because Hal isn't Predator, right? So he's playing against players who are not bad. Generally speaking, in a general sense, these players in these lobbies are not bad, right? So I'm trying to think about what his thought process was, and I'm guessing that Hal doesn't really have any cover here, right? Gibby actually has more cover. Enemy Gibby has more cover than Hal does. Assuming Gibby puts off enough damage, assuming he doesn't get hit by the Kraber, right? He lasers Hal. Maybe he either downs Hal or he does enough damage to where Hal backs off, right? Hal backs off. Gibby takes portal. Gibby comes back here with Wraith, and they both heal. Right, they both heal, and then two things happen. Either the team doesn't push, if Hal's team does not push the two over here that have just taken portal and they're healing, right? If Hal's team does not push, then the two back here now have time to think of a plan to turn the situation in their favor, or at least increase their odds of survival, right? The other situation is that Hal backs off and his two teammates keep going and push up right here, right? Notice how there isn't very much cover to work with when pushing here. So Pathfinder would either fling himself, which he'd fling himself solo, so it's a bad idea, or Gibby would dome and push, right? And so even then, there's not a lot of cover to work with. It's very likely that they would heal a little bit and then just laser Hal's team as they run in. But either way, even if they somehow make it, it is now a 2v2. If Hal's team, without him, pushes them on this rock after they both portal, it is now a 2v2. And now it's anybody's game, right? It's anybody's game. They win the fight, and they have a higher chance of taking out Hal when he comes to join in the fight. It just puts them in a better situation. That might have been that Gibby's thought process, as if he can just get this one, get Hal to back off, then he could take portal and then take on the potential the Pathfinder and Gibby in a 2v2 with his Wraith. That very well could be what he might have been thinking. Didn't work because of the disgusting Kraber that Hal's Pathfinder has. I'm guessing that might have been his thought process. Maybe, I'm not sure. That's just my guess based off of what he did and the lobbies that they're in. This is definitely a refinery team. This has got to be a refinery team. So Gold Shield is actually like really big on Wraith. because she's always the one that's aggressive, pushed up, holding different angles or
あれ
whatever.
落として
So she is the one.
どっか行ったわ
She's usually by herself in enemy teams' faces. That's the Wraith player's job, right? To basically just harass people from up front.
バッテリー
And then run away,
だから
right?
それもらうからうん
Having a gold shield allows Wraith to heal fairly quickly or quicker, which allows her to harass people more, right? Allows her to harass people more and recover quickly so she can keep harassing people, right? So it's good for Wraith because she's very small. It's a small hitbox. So she already doesn't take as much damage, but when she does, she can just heal quickly. It's
あやったわ
good on it.
Cargo box.
Ah.
There's a piece. Been there, buddy. Been there.
あー
Been there, done that.
たまにそうカード
あ
Listen, if you've never shot a cargo bot before it hits gold, if you shot it on blue because you were just too anxious or whatever, listen, you're not a real Apex player, okay? I'm sorry. You're fake. You're just
ー
fake.
ちょっと心の乱れが
And then your teammates make fun of you. I don't know if that's probably not in
Yeah,
Japanese
I don't know
culture to make fun of your teammates.
助
But
かる本当に青でいや青が良かった
oh, looks like they're rotating north. Skyhook circle. Nice and nice. I think he does this thing where he like flashes his map and I can like barely catch it. No, I mean I missed it. But like based off of this circle alone, just based off of this big circle, I probably would not have been able to tell where it goes. It could honestly have gone anywhere. Skyhook was definitely an option. Epicenter was an option. Capital an option. Train station like right here maybe. These are the 4 places that I think it would have generally pulled. And it looks like this time it was Skyhook.
気分が
なんかビッタリク強いもんな
そういう気分じゃない
強いから
Look, you see that? He just like he just like flashes map. Seizure warning, it's that fast, bro. Oh wait, so it looks like they pinged up here. This is pretty good. Holding north skyhook and making sure their back is clear is probably the move. They're probably
強
safe
くていいんじゃないですか
to push up this way and hold north circle and
本当だ
have fairly few consequences from their booty holes, you know what I'm saying?
セレモニーになってる
セレモニーも一緒みたいな意味でしょ確か
そうなの
Having your back clear is so important in this game because the more attention you can focus in one direction, the safer you are, the better off you
あ
are.
説ある
Allergies be acting up. Like the hop? This is the hop of a pro player, everybody. Pro player. You see this man? You see this man just bouncing just without a care in the world? This is a confident man. This is a man who will come into your bedroom at night and just gank you. Okay? You ain't gonna know he's ever there, bro. This is the man of just confidence and power. This man just radiates I can do anything and get away with it power.
に限らず
Holding
平等だね
north.
結構
えめちゃめちゃ
Definitely
面白い
move. This building is always a really good building to hold.
Eh?
The amount
人
of
が
floors,
快
so
適になるために
it's always a versatile fight
なんでこんなうまいん
in one of these buildings usually. These are always the ones that everybody goes for.
次
Let
には
me see your map. So I can already guarantee you there's a team right here. And it sounded like there's fighting south Skyhook as well. Whenever in Skyhook circles, there's 90% of the time there's going to be a team on circle height, middle circle height, whatever the frick people call it. If nobody's there, it's your team. If nobody's there, it's your team on that height. Okay. But only there is a caveat to having this height, even though it's really good because you can just see everybody. You know where everybody's positions are, and knowing where everybody's positions are end game is actually huge. It's just so big because then you can judge better on what fights to take and stuff like that. So, but the risks are that you can just be pretty much run up from almost any angle. Although you're gonna hear them on the bright side because it's always gonna be a zip line or Q, which are fairly noisy, right? So it's very hard to be surprised if you guys are spread out far enough on the circles. So, you know, one person here, one person here, one person here, right? So if you guys are spread out enough, at least one of you is gonna hear somebody coming up on the zip line, and then you can be backed up. But like I said, there's many angles where you could come from. So if a very coordinated team zip lines up, it'd be a little risky bisky, you know what I'm saying? Based off of my many experiences in a Skyhook ending, it's probably just gonna be building camping until there's a third party worth taking or endgame. A lot of chilling and vibing. He'll be just poking for red armor, as he should. If he does get it, he's probably gonna give it to Pathfinder. My best guess, unless Pathfinder gets it first, because he's a crap. Because he
いいん
might.
じゃない
R301 Massive is a solid setup for Wraith. R301 Massive is just a solid
え
setup
2
in
枚にいた
general.
今
Like this, you genuinely cannot go wrong with this setup. It's got medium, it's got close range, it's got medium range, it's got, you know, you're not going to be super accurate from long range, but like you can definitely do some damage. You can definitely be annoying.
118
This is a solid setup.
Need to recharge my shields.
Yep, there you go. He just gave him it. Gave him his shield, I'm pretty sure. There you have it. So it looks like there's gonna be a lot of building camping. If fights are instigated, there will be other teams that are jumping on them. It's almost a guarantee.
バレてるわ
Almost.
Need to recharge my shields.
Nothing's ever absolutely certain.
めっちゃあるやん
Why he drop so much? Oh, okay. He's just dropping them. So this is something that people do with meds and armor. So if there's a fight in this building, right, or just in general, and they're getting shot at and they're taking damage, instead of running all the way back to this box, you know, holding your interact button to start looting things, you can just pick them up from the ground, easy peasy. So people do that with armors too. They'll take out armors from the box, and they'll just drop them on the ground, right? So if they're mid-fight, they can just like swap an armor off the ground easy instead of interacting with the box. Going, holding the button down, interact, and then picking up the armor. Is there a team in that tunnel over there?
ベースここ来て。
Over there?
強かった。
I thought I saw bullets going in there.
当たらなかったこれ。
Must be tripping. No, there is. Looks like this team's dipping. Probably a good move.
なんか死んだ。
あ
Oh no, rest in peace. They portal back up. There's a team there too. No, there's a team there. That's unlucky. And there's a bloodhound scan. So I think the bloodhound scan came from this building. This building. I think. So this is 1, 2, 3, and then four teams. It's fourth one of this building, right? So you have 4 teams are.
あやること
I
が
told you it'd be a party.
あれさんそれ武器何する
There's still team middle building.
そのまま G7。
A team portal into the
ない
building.
ダメ取りしても仕方ない
One of these teams is over in this building.
しマジでやることがない
So I think his teammates are probably taking portal. So there should be two teams over on this east side.
フラットラインで。もしかして弾が
Just so they know I'm their face.
Bro, let's go. This is a man who just doesn't give a shit.
そういうやつ
This is a man who just will just beam anybody, and he knows it.
やつだね。
You can just feel the confidence radiating off of this anime character. Look at this. Look at this face. He's like, yeah, do it. It's like, I'll kill you. I don't care.
このポータル周り2人
Ruthless. These are some ruthless eyes right here, bro.
1人こけてるわあ2人こけてるここ
He reminds me of shows. What's the main character from Fire Force? His brother. Oh, we're getting some action. He's portaling onto these guys. Looks like they're trying to clean up the remnants, the leftovers of this 3-way fight from earlier.
Portal placed. Recharging my shields.
1人起きてる
Look at the way he's moving. Listen, moving when you're healing, even if you're pretty confident nobody can see you, you never know. Assume somebody's aiming at you with a Kraber, right? And you have to heal. You move around, right? You ain't getting hit. At least you gotta make sure to not get hit.
1人逃げてった
Pushing. Ow, what a hip fire, bro. What a freaking hip fire. Holy shit.
36それスラミで。
Finishing? Nani?
こっち1人逃げてったで横にレイフ
Killed an enemy.
これ逃げてたブラハだな
Guaranteed kill point, honestly.
Hostile right here.
Pretty solid.
Recharging my shields.
Guaranteed kill points is nice. Because kill points, one kill point can determine a lot of RP. So that's why people always finish kills, and they want RP. Okay, looks like they're going back to their building. I like how this Gibby's back on top with the G7. Did he take portal? No, he didn't take portal. This is good. Because Gibby's up there with the scout covering, right? He's up there with the scout covering and making sure that nobody runs up on his teammates. And look, he's shooting too, so it looks like somebody tried and they might have ran it back.
戻るよ。
一旦ポータル戻るわ
Covering your teammates is very important.
金ヘルか
Very important. That was a really good play on Gibby. He did exactly what Hal did earlier. Good job from middle building.
62
Okay, so if I had to guess, they're probably going to rotate north because this is where all the enemies are, right? There are 3 options. They go south, take this, take like a fence back here or something like this, but all the rest of the teams are going to be right here. Guarantee you, right? They can go middle building, but we know there's a team middle building, right? So they can go up top, fight them, or they can play under. Playing under is really risky because then somebody can just drop down with the portal, right? Drop down to the portal and just mess with you. Like, it's not going to be a fun time, trust me, to play underneath this big circle. So the best bet is just rotate over here, hold top area-ish. And yeah, make sure their back's clear. And they really only have to focus in one direction, which is nice. They have less angles that they can be snuck up. Sneaked is the grammatically correct term,
そうね
apparently.
下張り吹
Sneaked
く感
up
じでいい
on
よ
it.
ね
いや、下は微妙くねえかな。今言って回っていったし、こっち
There you
側
go.
回っていって、まあどっちか。
There you go. There you have it. Can you guys believe that Droven isn't a word? That's always blown my mind. I always thought, until I was like 16, I thought driven was a word and Droven was a word. Driven is a word, but like, Droven sounds like a real word. You see how one's hanging back a little bit? Poke shots? Never mind. Forget what I said. Like I said, better play than me. Sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about. It happens.
なんか取れそうな雰囲
Please
気ない
forgive
取
me.
れそうな雰囲気あるね。
That's alright.
やばくなったら1個手前の家戻ろう。一応入ってるから。
Pushing up. This is a solid building to hold. If yeah,
Hostile
probably the
right here.
best, the best option. Most money. Portal. Oh, team right here. Hello. Beam, 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 beam,
で
beam,
スモー
beam.
ク入れてる。
All right, so by beaming this wraith, this is effectively has become a 3v2 because that wraith's gonna take portal and heal and not come back.
ホライポンも89
These
入れて
other
る。
teammates should have absolutely taken the portal too.
ホライポンちょうど100入ってる。インバック。
That bag.
いや、いたとるわ。
Wait, did you just say team bag? Is that what they call it in Japanese? Team bag, or is that just a Japanese word that just sounds close to the word team?
目の前目の前。
なんかいるな。
ブラハ別の中して。
それ入れる。
待って。
I'm telling you, gold shield cells go crazy.
8321。
ここなんかホライポンいる。
ホライトン。これのスラム。
Pushing into this. Is this more than one team or two teams? Wow, there's still 7 teams left. Oh my god.
ここの家中やってるわ。
Oh, he's going. He's going for it. Let's go. Let's go. Bisky bisky. Oh, self res. Nice.
長すぎるこ
How
れ。
did that
下
miss?
赤アーマー98レイフ。
大谷さんの。
あ、ここ。ポータルここ。ポータルここ。逃げてたわ。
All right. I don't think it's worth pushing up any
無
further.
理していくほどでもないか。うん、下がろう下がろう。
You basically just cleared this area for yourself. Is what happened. You just pushed every team out of circle, more or less,
全員金バックじゃん。
or maybe not out of circle, but
Recharging my shields.
you've effectively cleared your side of circle, so you can focus. Once you get there, you can focus into one direction and be okay, and not have somebody coming up from your side.
Nice.
Yeah, still team. I'm telling you, dude. Team middle team always lasts to the end because they're just vibing up there, unless like 2 teams just jump on them.
ここは入れない。え、ここ入
What
れな
is
かった
this? What is this? Wait, can you go under that?
階段落
Let's
ちた
go
の
this way.
No, there's no way, bro.
このとこ入れたんだ。
There's no way. I don't believe it. You're
They
capping.
spotted me. I'm taking shots.
あ入れるわ。ここだけ入れる
I'm。gonna make a move.
What?
Talking here.
That's the ultimate rat
自
spot.
分無理かもな。
Am I the only one who didn't know about
自
this?
分いけんのあ入れんの
入れた入れた。
I'm telling you, Pred players, they're just so much better than the rest of us peasants.
おい、レースが太ったとか言わない。
All right, look how he's taking a wide angle. Look how he's like dipping and leaving his team. This is the Wraith's job. Wraith's job is to go out, push up, scan for information, right? Be annoying, harass enemy teams, and then come back, right? Basically, it's think of a Wraith in endgame, sort of like a dog who herds sheep. Is like they can go and control the direction that the sheep move? It's kind of like what Wraith does, more or less. And just by her presence being there, she can push the enemy team in a direction they want to be.
デリカシー。
They
デリカシー
that
に
she
かけてる
wants
わよ。
them to be. She wants them to go.
あなた狙われているわ。
Look at this fat wide angle. This is pretty
い
big.
るよ。
It's looking like this team over here, where she's aiming, is just gonna go straight into circle like this, right? So if they just come straight into circle, Wraith has a very solid angle on them, right? Because they're gonna be using all the cover right here to defend themselves and stay protected from this team, right? So they can't use the cover that's facing this way if Wraith is just staring straight at him.
Enemy spotted.
危ね
クレバ
え。クレバクレバ。
ク
後ろクレバ後ろクレバ。
赤ピン
危ねえ。赤ピン赤ピン。
はい。
Down.
ちょっとけど。
I don't
クレ
think
バ
has
出
been
て
seen
も
yet.
サインで終わりなんだよな、これ。ピークもできんし。
Let's
仕
explore
事終わ
this
っ
way.
た。あと頑張って。
Look, this wasn't the team on height. I'm pretty sure, but
手前。赤ピンね。
it's fat because now they can't be there. Look, now they cannot be here anymore.
1枚やった
一人
よ
こけてるな。
いるわ。
And look, this guy's hiding behind this car right here. which I'm pretty sure they can't see. So I'm pretty sure they can't see this. Is that a Gibby behind this car? But Wraith can, because Wraith has an angle on him.
右注意ね。
Reloading.
Right? And so by taking shots right here, Wraith is establishing her presence. I think that's a Wraith back there too. This enemy Wraith can't push up to this box, because pushing up to this box is not good for Hal's team, right? Because if say this team was to push up to this box, right? Look at their direction. They're facing somebody right here. So if Hal's over here, they're facing somebody right here. This Wraith's team who pushed up to this box, they could very well come all the way and attack Hal's team from right here. And look, they're already shooting someone right here. And now they are effectively pinched in between two teams. So Wraith holding this angle and not letting them push up this way to where this Wraith is, where Hal is, very much defends the left side and is actually really big.
Reloading.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at the power of holding different angles as Wraith.
割れてる100入れてる
Crazy.
あ、これドームあった
Now
ら
Gibby's forced to use his dome because he has no cover. Because he can be seen from every angle.
自分オープンしたわ
Booming, he's booming.
ホリゾンホリゾン
Looks like that was a solo.
2部隊2部隊2部隊
Down.
Okay, so that Wraith, I'm pretty sure that was Wraith from earlier that was peeking and trying to come over here. It was a solo. But still, even a solo could do a lot of damage coming up from this side.
ホリゾン47
Coming up from this side, harassing them, splitting up their focus, and now this other team is at advantage. Has to take advantage of their house
Poison it up
confusion.
前田は
House
当たって
team's
る
confusion.
8時入って
If that Wraith were to push up. Like there's something wrong with this fence. Look at that. Look at this again, bro. This guy thinks he's safe because he has this cover that's protecting him from Hal's team, but nah, dude. Hal just comes up and he's like, yo, what's up, bro?
自分150
Look how
自分こ
big
こね
this damage is.
自分手前ね自分手前ね150入れてる
These guys really know what they're
Man,
doing.
look
It's
at
crazy. This guy's no cover. Look at that, bro. Look at that. This angle, right? He thinks he's safe from this Gibby because of this car. Nah, bro.
これ170ホライフォン180
That's because we got. No, he ain't because we got Hal's Wraith, bro. And he's doing the Wraith things.
ホライフォンだ
Nasty beaming.
自分100
Yeah, and that's just outgunned. That is just outgunned. Dude, that Gibby had a freaking Volt, which can outshoot a 301. Hal's just better.
こけた
Man's a monster.
あーいいね
This man knows how to play Wraith. 1000%.
えっと
Beautiful. Absolutely just beautifully executed. This guy's insane. He definitely deserves to be a predator, and he is.
神最強
You are the Apex champ.
VTubers be so good at Apex, bro. Do you think me becoming a VTuber will make me instantly better at the game?
Champions.
Yep. Power of that Kraber, bro. Gibby, come on, man. You're shooting all those shots. You only got 1300 damage. Come on, man. He's supposed to be leveling up. He's supposed to be leveling up these armors, bro. I mean, he did. He leveled up that Pathfinder's purple. And that was that. I hope you enjoyed watching that. It was fun, dude. Like, just when you really break it down, you can see how good of a player this dude is, and it's just impressive. It really is. I'm like, this is the one where I've been thoroughly just like impressed. I'm like, that guy has a lot of experience, knows what he's doing, and he's just big brain. If you guys told me that he's one of the best Apex V2, if he's the best Apex VTuber out there, I would believe you. Like, this guy, he's good. He's good, and he doesn't do anything like fancy either. He's just like big brain all the time and just knows how to play. It's like the subtle things that people don't really understand when watching, but make a huge difference in terms of actually playing the game and how the game turns out. It's truly he's really good. He's really good. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I think I already said that. But yeah, just a reminder, I stream on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at noon Central Standard Time. So I hope you guys come hang out with me. I've had some of you come already. It's been fun. I love you all. I mean, you totally should, because I'm telling you, one day I'm just gonna be so massive, and you can say that you were here at the beginning. You can say that you were here when I was small. I'm just kidding. I apologize. That was a little too egoed. I have no reason to be egoed right now, but yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. I truly do not know how to thank you right now, but I will eventually figure it out. Okay, thank you so much. It means the world to me that just like the amount of support that I've gotten in the past few days is just honestly not something I've never experienced before in my life. I really hope we can keep this we can keep this going, because like I really want to keep making more content and keep making better content, and I want to make stuff that you guys enjoy, and it brings me a lot of joy to make stuff that you guys like. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Already said that 3 times. So yeah, I'll see you the next time I see you. Bye.
う。